Good evening, Clemson. I'm Mungo.
And I'm Emily McGinley. Welcome to Monday Night Roar.
We have your latest Clemson national and world news.
All that and more coming up on Monday Night Roar.
Today is Veterans Day. Please take a moment to thank any veterans you have in your lives, and remember that the Citadel game is a Purple Out game, where we take time to honor those that have won Purple Hearts. The origins of Veterans Day are spelled out on the U.S. Veterans Affairs page. World War I, known at the time as the Great War, officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, in the Palace of Versailles outside the town of Versailles, France. However, fighting ceased 7 months earlier when an armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities, between the Allied nations and Germany went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11th, 1918 is generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars.
The Brooks Center is putting on a performance of Aladdin and other enchanting tales tomorrow from 7 to 9:30. So get ready to go on a magical carpet ride through a show that will win your heart with humor, magic, romance, and adventure. The cost for tickets is $10 for adults and $5 for students.
Legacy Day has quickly become a beloved fall tradition here at Clemson University, and this year the celebrations have been stretched to span the entire month of November. Honor our rich history, see the beautiful Fort Hill Mansion, learn the importance of giving back, and pay thanks to those who have given. Most importantly, consider what your legacy at Clemson will be. The annual event features tours of historic Fort Hill, a scavenger hunt through the house, food, music, and more. And you can leave your mark by signing a Clemson printed mat that will be displayed in Cooper Library. This event is from 2 to 4 p.m. at Fort Hill, and to conclude the afternoon, there will be a special ceremony outside dedicated to 3 new bronze leaves for the new inductees into the Fort Hill Legacy Society.
Clemson TV will be collecting change and giving out free items on the library bridge on Wednesday. Stop by throughout the day for candy, stickers, and cups, and please spare a few cents for Harvest Hope Food Bank. We're also collecting canned goods as well.
Now let's go to Alex with sports.
Thanks, guys. To get us into some sports tonight, Clemson's men's basketball kicked off the season on Friday with a 71-51 win over Stetson. Our women's team suffered their first loss of the season against Davidson Friday, but bounced back for the win against Wofford yesterday. Our Tigers football team had a bye week this week, but is hosting Georgia Tech this Thursday at 7:30. On the NCAA front, Stanford upset Oregon on Thursday by defending against the number 3 ranked Ducks at home for a 20-26 win. After a close first half, Alabama defended against LSU at home for a 38-17 win. Florida State ran over Wake Forest on the road for a 59-3 victory, and Virginia Tech took down Miami on the road for an easy 42-24 win. In the NFL this week, the Vikings found a way to stop RG3 and the Redskins to pull off the win last Thursday. The Broncos took down the Chargers on the road. The Cardinals defended at home against the Texans, handing them their 7th straight loss. The Panthers bested the 49ers on the road. The Ravens took the Bengals to overtime to clinch the win at home. The Steelers, Giants, and Saints all defended their home turf, and the Rams, Jaguars, Eagles, Lions, and Seahawks all took wins on the road. On to soccer, the U.S. women's national team defeated Brazil 4-1 last night. Wednesday, the Houston Dynamo bested the New York Red Bulls on the road 2-1, and Kansas City took down New England at home. Thursday, Real Salt Lake beat Los Angeles 2-0, and Portland beat Seattle 3-2, both games at home. On Saturday, Houston and Kansas City faced off and ended in a draw. That's all I have for this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alex. Sadly, on to some tragic news. Tragedy struck in Houston, Texas this weekend. A shooting at a house party left 2 high school students dead and almost 20 injured. The birthday party had more than 100 guests and started relatively calm, but that changed when a partygoer fired a gun into the air. Another person reacted to the gunshots and fired into the crowd. Most injuries were due to gunfire, while one partygoer broke their leg while trying to escape. Police are currently searching for the 2 shooters.
Malala Yousafzai was a young Pakistani girl who wanted education when members of the Taliban shot her in the head. After recovering an inspiring story, Malala authored a book about her struggle and the need for worldwide women's rights. However, Pakistan has banned the book I Am Malala in fear that she represents the West rather than Pakistan itself, among other qualms stated by the All Pakistan Private Schools Management Association.
On a parallel level, another young Pakistani girl came to the United States looking for answers, but found only silence. Nabila Raymond came to Washington, D.C. with her father and brother in hopes of finding answers from lawmakers about a horrific event that happened last year. A drone strike blew up her family's farm, causing injury and killing her grandmother. The family attended a congressional hearing to air their grievances, but few lawmakers attended and no questions were answered.
Police put a 16-year-old boy in custody following a shooting at a popular New York skating rink that left 2 people wounded. Police are questioning the suspect and charges against him are still pending. A 14-year-old boy was hit in the back and a 20-year-old man was struck in the arm as the gunman sprayed the Bryant Park rink with bullets late Saturday. Authorities said it was unclear where the shooter was firing from, whether it was from the ice or outside the rink. The rink opened as normal on Sunday morning. Many people sitting at the tables in the park were unaware of the shooting that had occurred.
New multi-million-dollar fraternity and sorority houses line the streets at the University of Alabama, and more are under construction. Records by the university show that Alabama's Greek-letter social groups have undergone a $202 million building boom over the past decade. About 30 houses have been built or are on the table. One planned sorority house tops $13.5 million. A study shows the boom gives the university the largest U.S. Greek system by membership. The school's Greek system has been involved in controversy this fall, and some worry the construction shows wealthy social groups are only getting more powerful.
Now let's go to Madison Boatwright with our entertainment news.
Thanks, guys. As you all know, today is Veterans Day. So for our entertainment news tonight, let's talk about some of the celebrities we love that served in our military. Some of these actors include Morgan Freeman, Jeff Bridges, and Clint Eastwood. Morgan Freeman, our beloved actor with the golden voice, served in our Air Force from 1955 to 1959. He had always wanted to be a pilot, but found himself working as a radar technician for his time in the service. You may know actor Jeff Bridges from movies such as True Grit, Tron Legacy, and Iron Man. You may not have known that Bridges enlisted in the Coast Guard Reserve after graduating high school and served for 8 years following in his older brother's footsteps. It may not come as a surprise that Clint Eastwood is also a war veteran. That gunslinging action star was drafted into the Army during the war in Korea in 1951. He completed basic training in Fort Ord, California, where he volunteered for a job as a swimming instructor before pursuing his career as an actor. In other news, beloved actor Robert Downey Jr. threw a spectacular birthday party for his wife's 40th birthday. Susan Downey's event was hosted at the Cavalo Point in California, where such stars as Gwen Stefani, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jon Favreau, and Reese Witherspoon spent the weekend with the Downeys at a resort spa. That Saturday night, the birthday party was held in a ballroom of the hotel with fireworks show over the Golden Gate Bridge. Way to go, RDJ. In the box office, Thor: The Dark World has grossed nearly $7.1 million in its midnight screenings, which is more than twice as successful as its prequel. That being said, none of the Marvel's heroes alone have come close to their collaboration in the Avengers, which made $18.7 million at its midnight premiere. Thor's sequel is expected to keep moving up and knocking Ender's Game out of the #1 spot in the box office. That's all for your entertainment news. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Madison. The arguably sleazy company Ashley Madison, that markets itself as a dating website for married people, aka a dating website for cheaters, has one Toronto woman making a strange claim against them. Dorian Sylvia, an employee of Ashley Madison, is suing the company for workplace harm. She claims that her wrists are permanently damaged after being forced to type out more than 1,000 fake profiles on Ashley Madison's website. No word on whether her claim will go through, but when the cheating website is cheating the system on its cheating users, you know something is up.
According to the Global Language Monitor, the most popular words of the internet this year are 404 and fail, which makes me wonder if we're still stuck in 2008. The reason 404 might be so high on the list is simply because the Global Language Monitor could be flawed. It hits 404 pages and counts them as a mention. Still, it's an interesting look into linguistics.
1,200 people and counting are dead in the Philippines after a massive typhoon struck the islands and destroyed homes, families, and lives. CNN is reporting bodies scattered on the streets with no electricity, no food, and no water. Although there are only 1,200 confirmed dead, the Red Cross is estimating numbers up to 10,000 as the destruction is so catastrophic. If you would like to help, consider donating to the Red Cross or Doctors Without Borders. A
2,000-pound European satellite was falling gradually into Earth's atmosphere Sunday night, but was still beaming back data to controllers as it neared re-entry, controllers reported. It was barely a dozen miles above the scientifically recognized edge of space as its orbit declined. The craft's most probable path for re-entry takes it mainly over the Pacific and Indian Oceans, and controllers have all but ruled out any chance that the spacecraft would come down over Europe. Tracking of the satellite can be tracked on the ESA website.
Our own Ellen Meny was on the library bridge for Halloween checking out all the costumes on campus a couple weeks ago.
Hey, what's it like being a sexy fireman?
It's pretty nice. It gets pretty hot sometimes, so I always gotta keep my hose with me.
Yeah. Did you think of that line yourself? What does a fox say? How many people have asked you that?
Oh, probably about 50.
Bow down to the flying spaghetti monster. Like, what is it being like a spaghetti deity?
Well, it is very starchy, but it's also very comforting.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Whoever killed them both, actually.
Are you a male Playboy bunny?
Yeah.
Do you get with Hugh Hefner? Be honest.
Yeah, sometimes.
He's like really old.
Yeah.
Can you do a little strip dance? Who's your scariest professor?
I'd say Teetloff,
In what?
Calculus 3.
I don't think so.
She's not very smart. When will you ever grow up, for God's sakes?
I just never want to grow up.
Do you have any fairy dust on you?
Not on me, Tinkerbell.
It is also illegal. I think fairy dust is illegal. Peter Pan said that you could fly.
I don't have my dust on me.
It's illegal, I've heard, in some states.
It is an illegal substance, but that's all that needs to be.
Banana! What's it like being a banana?
Vietnam, it's tough out here, to say the least. I got chased down twice already.
How do you survive?
I do survive, but I bruise very easily.
Do you get offended when people try to peel you?
I do. That's very offensive to most bananas. I'm a first and 10 goal.
Be in a relationship with a werewolf or a zombie?
Well, the zombie's dead, so probably not a zombie.
Werewolf's really hairy, though, so you're gonna have to deal with extreme body hair. Tell me about yourself. So, who's hotter, Miley Cyrus or Jennifer Lawrence? I'm gonna take that as Miley Cyrus. And, Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Team Heisenberg all the way.
Who are you?
I'm the kind of man. Pleased to meet you.
Do you have any candy for me?
Oh, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, would you like to buy some?
Yes, thank you. Why are you the candy man?
I believe that's quite obvious.
Oh, thank you. I know you used to smoke the chronic a bit.
I still hit it every now and then.
Now, what kind of swimsuit are you wearing? Are you rocking the USA?
You'll see. It's an electric Speedo. You'll see.
An electric Speedo. Nice. Woo! Woo! We got Banana Man. Michael Phelps wins gold. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Doctor, what's your least favorite Halloween candy?
All of them.
You're no fun. What's the scariest event at Clemson that's happened to you?
Falling down the stairs.
Did you break anything?
A few things.
Kind of broke your heart. Cast a spell for us right now.
Of course.
So,
Expecto Patronum!
who wants to be interviewed? Who? Peter or Gail? Peter. I'll take Gail then. You don't say a lot of words, but they're deep when you do speak.
I'm the piggy bank from Toy Story.
I think you just lost your money, but whatever. What's the scariest thing that's happened to you at Clemson?
Test bag.
Poe, come back, Poe! Scream? But he's like at a party.
Mixed with KJ McDaniel.
Okay, so what do you call that?
Scream McDaniel.
What do you like to do for Halloween?
Scare the hell out of people.
Edward or Jacob? Edward or Jacob? No way. I'm here with Two-Face, is that correct?
Yes.
You got a little pink eye.
A little bit. It's because it burned off in the fire.
You might need to, like, some eye drop. No, I have a question for you, Two-Face. Okay. Oh, you drooled a little bit on your shirt. I'm sorry. Batman, the Joker, the Penguin.
Well, I want to kill Batman, you know. I don't really like him a whole lot. The Joker's a pretty kinky guy, though. And then Mary, you know, what was it, Penguin? Yeah, he seems like a steady fellow.
Yeah, he seems very normal, yeah. Whee! La la, staying at Clemson is so fun, I love. Guys, this has been another episode of Ellen Interviews. I had a fabulous time talking Halloween with people. I will see you guys later. So long, peasants!
That's all for this week. Don't forget to tune in next week, same time, same place.
And don't forget to like Clemson on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
If you're interested in joining CTV or Monday Night Roar, come by our meetings on Mondays at 6 p.m. on the 3rd floor of Hendricks in the Student Media Suite. CTV is the first right down the hall.
And be on the lookout for CTV's interview with President Barker. And earlier today it was announced that James Clements from West Virginia will be taking President Barker's place. And let me just say, he has big shoes to fill. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our Facebook page for updates.
Good night, Clemson.